Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching. And I'm glad to see here again very international team sitting here and chatting. I'm really pleased. So today we will continue showing sales, we will add some details to them. And I can show you what we have painted yesterday on the hull and how the varnish look like on the small parts. Now I can touch my model with hands. So let me remove this napkin and now we can check. Again, white on white background, very difficult to show something, but now I like it. It is perfect. So 3 layers of white paint, that was a good decision. Trying to show you all the shadows, so it is perfect hull now. Just what I wanted. But I will not paint it today, as I said before. I just ordered Tamiya masking tape 2 weeks ago and it hasn't arrived yet. And now Amazon claims that they will deliver it on Friday. So let's hope that I will get it by the next weekend so we can continue painting this hull. So that's why we will work today on the sails. And benches and flooring, it was already even varnished. So it got just slight, under the angle you can see some shiny effect, but I like it. This is just oh, I can show you this. And boom wasn't varnished, so nothing shiny on top of it. But actually this is not very glossy, just a little slight, like it is a little wet, I would say. So I like this varnish, I will use it on entire model. Just to look how it is inside the model, I want to put it inside. Of course, without gluing. Nice. I like also this color, which I eyeballed and mixed directly in the airbrush cap. Usually I have to repaint it 1 or 2 times, because what I have eyeballed it and it's not what I want. But this time just happens to be perfect from the first try. And now you can see that slight shiny effect on the benches in flooring. And before I will do something on the sails, let's check the instructions and drawings. So I will remove all these needles. Yeah, I forgot to show you this yesterday, but in the instructions it is the most simpler way, the simplest way how to make sails. You just have to apply some glue, so your sail will be just properly flat, and then you just have to draw with pencil all the lines. And oh, they suggest just to glue it to the mast and boom. Let's see, probably because I can't imitate that metal, I don't know how to say this, rail, in which you have to insert the edge of your sail. So this is mostly rigging. Okay, let's check the drawing. Okay, and here it is more visible. So how you have to tighten sheets. So probably this is reinforcement, so I will make this reinforcement in the corners on the main sail. And all these reinforcements, this is the plan for today. And I have some leftovers of my kringles. So it probably will be enough for this little model, but I have to make them shortly for my big model, for the restoration on the Boreas. So I definitely finally will make a video about how to make kringles. Okay, so I can just insert the bolt rope inside. So let's start it. And by the way, we argued a little with Dr. Batchvarov yesterday. Not really argued, just discussed about snow white color of the sails. And cotton can be creamy, like more a little grayish, not such snow white like it is, like this textile. So I will, in the end, if I have time today, so I just will dilute a little bitumen varnish with turpentine, and I will tint them. If it is not enough time for that, then I will do it next time. Yes, I have prepared some ropes for the bolt rope. This is 0.5 millimeters in diameter. And I will try to sew it with the sewing machine, because it is inside the sail, so I don't have to sew it manually, literally every 2 twists on the rope with a thin needle, and quite often I could stick that needle under my nails. And I have some leftovers from the textile, so from these pieces I will make all these reinforcements. And this is original one. Yeah, even original textile in the kit. It is a little yellowish, darker than ivory color, so I will try to match this color also. It's visible, I believe, on the camera. So I will make something similar to this color. So this is what I probably should do at the very beginning, just to check the color of the textile in the kit. Okay. And I probably will use some needles for sewing. I don't have without this heads, so I will be careful with this one, so it will not jump under the needle on the sewing machine. So probably I will cut some strips from textile. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 for this sail. And text me if the music is too loud, because yesterday you were texting me that it was loud. So because I can't hear it, so I just will lower it. I can see on my screen just how loud it is, just numbers of the loudness. But I can't hear it actually. I don't have my. No, I'm working without that headphones, so I can hear what exactly you can hear. Okay. This is the longest one. This is shorter. This is shorter, and this is the shortest one. Probably I will do this in reverse. This. We have to draw it on top of this textile again. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that the volume of the sound of the music is good. Just if you hear it, if it is too loud, always text me, please, because I just can't hear it. So I just will explain what I'm doing and what technique I am using. Usually I am cutting, sewing first and then cutting edges of the textile after I tinted the sail, because after tinting I'm using just cyanoacrylate perimeter, just applying glue on this side which I have to cut. So when I will cut it next to exactly this seam, it will not create that, I don't know how the proper word in English, so the ropes from the textile will not start jumping and sticking out. So cyanoacrylate will be like temporary fixation while I'm sewing it until I finish it. No, I never used silk spun for the sails. Just my first sails, they were cotton. Batiste, I believe this is the same translation in English. This is probably batiste. No, this is not batiste. This is too thick. But it was 100% cotton, and it wasn't stretchy if you want to create that belly of the sail, like the wind filled it. So better to use something with at least 40% stretch and 60 cotton, like this textile. Let me show you this. I think you can see this. When I will fill it with something heavy and it will dry, so it will be almost flat, but slight belly, like on a real sailboat, when it's really with the wind, filled with the wind. So that's why I like to use at least 40% stretch in the textile. This one 60 cotton, 40 stretch, I believe. Sometimes I can buy 50% cotton stretch. So, and it is very thin. Just it looks very like in scale, because these huge grains of the textile, even for the 1 to 24 scale, they are big. Okay, let's try first sail, or I will probably attach all these pieces, so I don't have to come back to this type of work. And here I have 3 of them. Okay, they are almost same length. This is the longest one. And now I need to check the mainsail has all these reinforcements in the corners. I think it was also on the jib. Oh yes, just very, very small, tiny ones. And I haven't marked them. Just eyeball them. And now same on the mainsail. Well, I like sewing something from my childhood. Don't remember at what age I started. Just asking and begging my mom, please, please give me a sewing machine. And I probably first thing what I was sewing it was pillowcases. Yes, it was pillowcases. Something square, very easy to sew, and this is what I was doing. But probably the most something thing which I have made with my hands, that was probably a backpack. I remember it was at the school time, and honestly, my family wasn't rich. I haven't father. He died when I was 3 years old. So I was all my life I was living always with my mom. So at one point I decided that I just want a backpack. So I took mom's old bags, just cut them into pieces. She gave me her permission, and I made a backpack for my school. And it was such perfectly done. Nobody could even see and understand that that wasn't factory made. It was just made by hands. So this is something what I'm proud of myself at the most. It was probably 6th or 7th grade at school. Yes, I like just use sewing machine and create something by hands. And one corner more. Okay, now I need to redraw all these lines, which I have to follow with the sewing machine. Why it is not sharp? I need the sharpest possible. Then let's make it sharp. I can barely see this, so I definitely have to repeat it. Yes, this is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you can look through the sail at the light, and you can see if you have made proper lines. Again, my camera did this trick. Sometimes it is not turn itself off. Sometimes it does. Come on. And I don't know what is it, because I'm not using battery, I'm using coupler, which imitates battery, so I just can plug it into a DC adapter, and I'm using just 110 volts. So it shouldn't do this, and I can't understand why. And every time it's different time, different period, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. Sometimes it is working perfectly fine, 2 hours long. And what model are you working on? I hope you will enjoy this video, because sewing sails, it's very slow, time-consuming process, and this is where we have to 7 times to measure it and only 1 to cut. Yeah, I can see how close our modeling is. Steam locomotive and sails for the sailing boat. Actually, I admired always all the modelers who can build electric models, doesn't matter what. RC boats or locomotives, because you also should use some electronics, I can say, so that steam locomotives should run. Is it proper term? Are they running or driving? And actually I have a dream to build a diorama with canal boats. When the Erie Canal was built, and it was just such time when everything was delivered by canal boats, and also that period when steam engine came and also locomotives, and they practically killed all that canal boats' lives. So the idea is to build a diorama and to make it a little more dynamic, so to create a small loop with running a locomotive on it, or train, steam train. I even got a gift if I remember correctly, it was H0 scale. Just a friend of Krum, he is a scholar also, and he gave me just a proper period locomotive. So the idea is to build Erie Canal at the 40s, 60s. So exactly that moment when trains start actively developing and everybody started building railroads. So this is the idea, but I don't know when I will have time to build it, because it should be something huge. Just I have fantastic, it's not a really book, some brochures about canal boats and their wrecks. Okay, I think the mainsail is ready to be sewn. Let's do the same on the jib. I'm really not very knowledgeable in locomotives, so I don't know how it look like, I'm sorry. But I am really very excited that you are building locomotive and watching my videos. Ow! And the most important, don't stick needles into your fingers. Okay, I think I haven't forgotten anything. Let's start sewing it. And let me lower also camera so you can see what I'm sewing. And I do believe it is connected. Oh, where is my pedal? Yes, it is connected. Good. Okay, let's go. And I prefer to cut all these ropes or yarns immediately, so I will not cut them under the needle of the sewing machine, because it can create that knot of yarn under it and it will be very difficult to sort it out. And I'm using, this is actually scissors for cutting cuticles, for making manicure, because it has this a little slightly bent shape. It's very convenient to cut it very close to the seam, so just perfect scissors for such tiny job. will remove these needles which already did its job. So less chances that I will stick them under my nails. Oh, I forgot to draw these reinforcements on the jib. Good job. Just really don't want to move the camera, and I'm trying to do it on the sewing machine. It is not really convenient. Now I want to pass carefully this needle without breaking actually my needle of the sewing machine. need it anymore. I don't really like this one. I made it very rounded, if it is visible, so I need to cut it and resew it. If you see this, I made it become rounded. Don't like it at all. So now I will use my scissors. Now it is square. Now I like it. Yeah, I will pull it out later, so I just will leave proper perimeter of this reinforcement. Okay, done with the jib for now. Now I need to do the same with mainsail. Okay, we'll put it here. Any questions, comments? So I can answer them. You're welcome, Scott. Yeah, it will be available immediately after the stream, and YouTube processing it actually up to 2 days. So in 2 days you will get even subtitles and HD quality of the video. So actually, if you are watching stream, it can be with bad quality. So when YouTube process it for the future viewers, it will be even with better quality. Let me check camera what is doing. Just check it is already too far and under at an angle so you can see what I'm doing on the 7 machine. So I just couldn't reach it with my hand from here. Okay, 4 more reinforcements. I need to cut some ropes. Ow! I did it. I think this... Oh, this one needle. It was painful. Now the most important is not to mark your sail with blood. That's good. Not so bad. Uh. Again, I did something weird. I haven't matched exactly what I have marked here. So it's wide here and narrow in the end. One more time. I need to work with my scissors. Can't stick my scissors under it. And yes, when you're sewing with such small steps of your stitches, it's pain in the neck to cut it. But probably I will cut also this small part and I will resew it. Nope. Perfect. Where is my pedal? Oh, it was too short. So my yarn just jumped out of the needle. Okay, and I will cut all this excess of seams or stitches because they are longer than I need just later, not right now. I just don't want to fall to pieces my textile and start losing their yarns. I don't know proper term for this when for example, when you can see this ropes and yarns sticking out of the textile, so I don't want to get same on these small parts. the last needle. I hope that I will not stick them more under my nails. Okay, done with this. So now I need to do something with the bolt ropes. An idea is that the bolt rope is so thin and that probably I can sew it with just with sewing machine, but first I will try with this textile. If I can do it, so I will do the same on my sails. So let's try it. So as I said at the beginning of the video, this is 0.5 in diameter rope. Of course I just could ignore it, but if you will insert it, it is visible. Then it is just imitation. Let me... Oh, what a knot. Probably even should be even thinner, and then it will be very difficult to sew it inside. Come on. Oh, I don't know what is this. Have I touched something dirty? Or this is pencil? This is probably pencil. I will use alcohol to clean my fingers. Yeah, alcohol is cleaning it, so it's probably pencil. But it is only on the right hand. Oh, done. Finally, I made it. But since this is polyester ropes, if you will cut them, they will start and twist itself. So I'm using usually cyanoacrylate just to keep them in proper shape. So let me show you this. It will be visible here. I'm usually using nippers for it because cyanoacrylate becomes stiff and this is easier to cut it with. So the idea is this textile just a little thicker, or because it is painted. So I will insert this rope inside and will try to sew it. If it is working on this sample, I can do it with the sails. Every time when you are trying to do and you are not sure that you can do it or not, try it on the samples, because it's much more difficult to fix the sail than it will be just spoiled sample. So I just can feel this rope that it is right and in the end of this bent textile, and I'm trying to sew it. I will try to do it as thin as possible, so I will try in the end to make it even better. Yeah, looks like it is working, so yes, I can do it on the sails. So what we got, in the end I tried to make it even closer to the edge, so I think this is what I will try to do on the sails. Not bad, I think. So I have bolt rope inside it. I can't move it, probably I saw it somewhere, doesn't matter, but you can feel it's visible even visually that it is inside it. So yes, this is what I will do. And yes, I have marked this second line with pencil. This is where I have to bend it. And I probably should mark it on the other side. This is what I will do now. So I will mark this line again. Just on. Right now I will eyeball it, but I will have this straight line. Where is my bigger ruler? So yes, I'm doing exactly the same what I just did with lower part of the jib, just it is not convenient to do it on the sewing machine. So this is what I'm doing. I just marked these 2 pencils lines, and I will do the same on the main sail. And now what I'm thinking, just to make it more elegant without thick textile in the corners, so I probably will cut from the very beginning a little all these reinforcements in the corners, because I will bend it and it will be covered on top with sort of leeches, I believe. Need a needle. or this is leaning's proper term, what I'm doing. And now Dr. Batchvarov will kill me again for the terminology. Good. I can cut closer also this size, but not completely. I will do it later. Yeah, this is also part of sewing. Then unsewing, then cutting, trimming, then again sewing. again. So this time my camera did this twice during the live stream. Okay, but I need to do also this. This is another corner. And then finally I can start sewing bolt rope. I will cut probably here also. So I need to also cut some seams here. The more I will cut now, the easier it will be after I will sew the bolt rope. is not visible what I'm doing. And one more. Bolt rope. I will start somewhere in the middle of the lower part probably, so then I can just join the two ends of the rope. And now that first seam which I made, like perimeter of the sail, now I have this perfect mark where I have to bend my textile. This is very difficult because the stitches are so small that you have to stick needles. You can't cut it. you can cut textile. Textile is more thin than this yarn for sewing. Come on, why it is not sewing? Hey. It powered. Okay, I can feel the rope, okay. Oh, yeah, it is working. But now I will do the same with all corners. I just will cut more textile. Or I can pass through it and then I will make second turn, or second side of the sail. Can do that. Oh, and this is something what I was afraid to do. So I caught a piece of yarn under it, and now I need to cut it again because this is not beautiful. Oh, I was keeping my sewing machine clean without any cuts off from the ropes, and probably I made a mistake somewhere. Happens. Who is not sewing can't get this stuff. Or I probably can cut only this part and I will leave it like this. I think I can save this seam. So it was just a piece of rope or same yarn. I caught it under the needle and just sew through it. So I guess I saved my seam. Yay! Just need to cut all these tails. Only at the very beginning something weird. So not so bad. So that's why I will double check. No any extra ropes under it. So now I need to make this turn. And what I was talking about, I just want to cut extra textile. Let me mark it. Probably need to buy new sharp scissors. This is what I actually made. Oh! So I was sewing actually without bolt rope inside. Wow, I have to redo it. Or I can insert it somehow. I have an idea with cyanoacrylate. I just will make this rope stiff. My cyanoacrylate dried. Let me try to insert it inside. It is moving. It is already somewhere here. Nice. So probably, theoretically, I can do this. Probably I will finish sewing this sail today only, and main sail I will leave for the next episode because it is already takes a lot of time. Yeah, and I was afraid of this, that probably I have to sew them one by one because, as I said, sails are very like takes a lot of time. Can't move it from there. Oh, this trick with cyanoacrylate, I'm using it always for inserting ropes in the blocks. How often you were getting that problem to stick the end of the rope in the block? If you will use cyanoacrylate just to make stiff end of it, it will be very easy, like a needle. I think this is very narrow already here. So probably I have to cut it. It is somewhere here, and I can't pass through it. So I guess I have to cut it somewhere here. The rope is here. Okay, let's try to continue sewing this little jib. I need to sew this corner also. Because I need to make turn for the rope. And probably this time I will secure it with some pins, so it will be inside. I just missed it. Such a small one. Actually, it was much easier to do on the sample textile, which was much thicker than with this very thin textile. Oh, thank you, Johan. Oh, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct, or Johan probably will be correct. And thank you very much, Douglas, for your support. My channel really needs it this year. I have broken so many equipment. This is a miracle that my camera is still working. But also badly needs some maintenance to clean it, because it is in the dusty workshop. And let me mark how I have to finish somewhere here. So I will not over sew it. Too short. Okay. Again, my pedal is not working. Why? Oh, good. And why it is not moving? Just at my marker. I hope this time it is inside. I will cut all this little sticky out and this later. It's not important now. Just a little over. So a little cut. Oh, finally, almost there. Something like this. Again, I will trim the corner a little. Just let me cut first these ropes. can see what I'm doing. Just don't want to cut also bolt rope. Just will cut it close enough to this new seam so I can see how to make corner properly. And let me show you this. I don't want to sew this part also. So this is our seam where I have to bend it. I'm trying to put a rope exactly on it. Now I need to bend it. I need to bend it properly straight to keep this bolt rope inside. So I haven't marked it properly. Good job. Made a mistake when I was marking it. So yes, my bolt rope is inside. Come on. Okay, you can actually stick it a little more out, then I will just pull it inside. So I definitely will not miss it. Right here. The most tricky part. Something like this. And now I can pull it inside. I can. I should. I haven't sticking to it. Or I did. One more time. This is just end of the sail. Oh, now I can pull it inside. Perfect. Okay, I don't want to sew this part. you to be inside. Good. Let me mark also end of the sail. So actually I can put this needle in the end of the sail. Like this. So what I'm trying to do is just to bend previous end of the sail, and so I can sew through it, and I just lost one pin. I need to put it back because it's a very important spot. To make this bolt rope inside it, like this. And one more time. This is end of my sail. I'll stay there. I'm trying to find my bolt rope so I can pass it properly. Oh. Yeah, it is already a long stream, so let me finish this jib, and main sail we will make next time. Just I want to make this logical point. Just perfect. Stop exactly where I need it. Now let's clean it a little. A little more. Let me try again to show you this corner. So I'm just turning bolt rope and I will secure it with a pin. Right here in the corner, just I will bend also this part. Or I will do this first, exactly in the corner end of the sail. Come on. Should be right here. So I will turn around the bolt rope. And I need to bend through this textile. And now this is the most difficult part. I need to cut bolt rope proper length so it will be exactly end next to the previous one. Where is it end? Now it is visible. You see here is the end of the previous, from the very beginning actually, let's say. So now I need to measure this one. I probably will leave a little longer, something like this. And my acrylic again dried. That is true. I can't sometimes even measure time. Like I started doing something in the morning and then my husband is screaming, when we will get our dinner finally? I'm like, oops, 10 hours later, I haven't cooked anything. And now I can make precise cut. So cyan acrylic one more time. Preferably only on the bolt rope. Yes, and that's why we can get our dinner something around 8 o'clock in the evening or closer to 9. So this will be the last seam for today. Come on, move. It's flat. It's not moving. Come on. Good. Finally. So I think this is it for today. Let me show you other side. So what we have done today, what we have created. Oh, something, I caught something here. So all these sticking out ropes I will cut next time. So this is how our sail should look like when I will cut everything on another side. But I will do it only when I will tint this sail, and then I will use cyanoacrylate to secure all edges, and then I will cut all this excess of material. So we should get exactly same beautiful sail on another side. Yes, and I think this is definitely enough for today. 2 hours 22 minutes. This is more than enough. So I will sew the main sail next time, and I hope first I will probably I will paint a deck so it can dry completely and we can assemble some bits and pieces on the deck. And in a week later we can paint the bottom, and I hope that to that point we will have our sails ready so we can start rigging her also. So the plan is to finish her in 2 weeks, but probably it will be 4 weeks. This is always my calculation. It takes double quantity of time than I'm thinking it will take. So my pleasure. Thank you so much for coming here, for supporting me, for supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. Only you can make me continue working and doing all this content and create even more. So like these live streams, they appeared on the weekends. So regular videos every Fridays usually, and additional videos every Tuesday. And now we have these live streams. So, and I hope that the idea with group build also will be something successful decision to grow this channel. And this is actually you are making this channel continue growing. So thank you so much for watching, for coming here, for supporting me during this build. I'm glad that it was great stream. Really, this is a very big compliment. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, let me turn on. It is better to chat a little. So then see you next week, Sunday and Saturday, same time, with the same little model. Thank you, guys. Bye. I will leave you some break with my pictures of my models, so you can chat a little, because we have this delay, just to have enough time to say thank you and goodbye to everybody until next weekend. Bye.